The next Upanishad, which is considered to be younger than Katha Upanishad, however, as you understand, this is all very vague datings, is the Shvetashvatara Upanishad. It already talks about yoga, discusses yoga, and so on. For instance, placing the body in a straight posture, holding the chest, throat and head erect, and drawing the senses and the mind into the heart, the knowing one should cross over all the fearful currents by means of the raft of Brahman, controlling the senses with an effort and regulating the activities of the body. One should breathe out through the nostrils when the vital activities become gentle. Then the knowing one, without being in the least distracted, should keep his hold on the mind as on reins attached to restive horses. So we easily see that some bases of yoga are already written here. One should perform one's exercises in concentration, resorting to caves and such other pure places, helpful to its practice. Places where the ground is level without pebbles, and the scenery pleasing to the sight, where there is no wind, dust, fire, dampness, and disturbing noises. It is said that the first signs of entering yoga are lightness of body, health, thirstlessness of mind, clearness of complexion, a beautiful voice and agreeable odor, and scantiness excretions. Just as the same metal disc, which was stained by dust before, shines brilliantly when cleaned, so the embodied being, seeing the truth of Atman, realizes oneness, attains the goal, and becomes sorrowless. So here we see some motives of yoga stated clearly and exactly, and the Shvetashvatara Upanishad has lots of quotations of yoga. We can say that this is the first pure yoga text. The next very important Upanishad, one of my favorite Upanishads, the Taittiria Upanishad. It doesn't mention the word yoga directly, but there are mentioned lots of concepts which are easily recognized now. One of this series is the theory of subtle body. There is a notion of ether body, the pranamaya kosha, the body which is filled with prana. This shell is surrounded by the annamaya kosha, the shell filled with food, the physical body, which in its turn is covered by the manamaya kosha, the shell filled with manas, mind. So here the theory of subtle bodies is described in Taittiria Upanishad, which is also one of the eldest Upanishads, dating back to 2,500 years. But besides that, the Taittiria Upanishad makes the first step towards of what I call the yoga of social interactions. One of the verses of Taittiria Upanishads sounds like the following. Turning to spiritual practitioner, Taittiria Upanishad says, "Wouldn't you refuse the food?" So what could be meant here? That means the call of not to abandon the material world. Would you produce the food? Would you prepare food? Would you give the food? And would you be happy with your food? So this dialogue with the material world, this constant social interaction with the valuable social environment is firstly stressed in the Taittiria Upanishad. Other aspects of Taittiria Upanishad